Good day, guys. We are back again with another YouTube video, and today is 11:39. We are already in the London session. I gave a signal in the morning uh on my private group, right, which is in my so you can see I gave a signal which was a buy yesterday. Even today on my Telegram I did give a signal. So you can see here that was like yesterday 18, that was like 13 minutes past 8 we got into that buy. Yeah, man, you can see this was after, and you can see I was floating almost like 1.5. I managed to flip my 500 rands account, right? I was trading my 500 account using Xness. So if you wanna be part of the group, you can DM me. If you don't have money, or maybe you don't have that leverage to get access to the private group, you can join my Telegram group, right? You can join my Telegram group. It's free. You can be part of this group, right? It's totally free. You can see here, right? I haven't changed the logo yet because I haven't updated it yet. You can see this trade failed because there was no confirmation that time when we hold it, when we sold it. But there was an update during the live session and we managed to take the buys from the breaker block. But you can see we have like 30 people, right? 30 subscribers. We have like 30 subscribers in this group, right? So you can be part of it also. You can be part of it, can also be part of it and take signals, can take signals too. So you can see this was shared. It was a GBP USD. Let me show you the before and the after so that you can see that there's no second guessing in here. You can see this was the before and this was the after. You see the USD JPY, that was the before, this was the after. So I do share signals in this group, right? So if you go check my DXY, check my Euro USD, check my GBP USD, because I only gave a signal on on gold. Sorry, I only gave a signal on gold. So I want to check what's taking place because I want us to go through them together, analyze together. I want us to analyze together. Okay, so if you look at the structure right now, let's go to weekly, because according to weekly I can see that we have a key level here. We have that key level there. Sorry, we also have a key level here, so I can even use this one, but even this one is okay. This one here, we have this as our key level, right? So now according to top price, we can see that on our weekly we already have swapped the liquidity. We failed to break with the body. And remember what I said on the market structure phrase 1. I said when you see price failing to break and close below with the body, this indicates that price is more likely to give you a deep pullback that can even shift the market structure at the top. Like here you can see we had this, And you can see after this failed to break and close, or this rejection candlestick, we had a deep pullback that even came to break structure at the top. But the current leg that took out this one was this. So you knew that, okay, by the time they took it out, that means externally these guys have changed character. And once they have changed character, before they can break and close above this, we cannot target this one. We can only target it after the break and close above this one. That's when you can say, okay, price is now bullish, because we can see these candlesticks are breaking and closing there. Now we can even expect something like this. You get it? So it's nothing complex, because we try by all means to keep it simple and straightforward. So right now, if I go here, you can see that we had a demand here, and price came to this demand, swept the liquidity. Did they sweep the liquidity? We had a liquidity here. Now, since most of the traders saw this as a change of character, of course they're gonna start to feel or indicate that price is gonna continue giving themselves like this. I'm not saying it's not, it can, but most of the time you will see that those cells are more likely to be manipulated afterwards. And you will see that when you go to daily, because when you go daily, you can see that the candlestick that I was holding price, you can see was this refined demand here. You can mark the wick or the body, but like I said, going to lower time frames, you be. So you can see here, these guys are failing to break 98.375. So 98.375 is the one that is gonna govern if price is gonna keep pushing, if price is gonna keep dumping down, or if price is gonna reverse from there. But where it is, looking at this, you can see we have a daily sorry about that. I had to close the door. It's cold out here. It's cold out here, guys. It's cold out here. So I'm locked in. It's just me and my tail. So if you look at the daily, you can see we have this key level around 98.37, like I said, and we also have another one here, which is around 98.010, right? So from here to here, it was just simply 379 pips, or should I say 0.39%, right? So looking at this 4 hours, now I can see that, okay, 4 hours, this guys, if you look at 4 hours, this candlestick was our refinement. They came to that refinement, and you can see above this refinement, we had a liquidity that was protecting it. So they came, they swept that liquidity when they tapped inside, right? So now, like I said, until we break here now, we are still bearish, right? Until we break there, we are still bearish. And when we break them, this is our first stop, 99.138, right? So where they are, they can give us those reverse before they break, right? Or they can just break, maybe give us a retest around breaker blocks, right? Either way, we'll be looking at how price will be reacting from this supply, because currently now we still have this breaker block here. Will price break above, or will price keep respecting it? Let's go to 2 hours. If you go to 2 hours, remember, the more you go to lower time frame, even this one you could have refined it here. You see, they came, they tapped, or should I say mitigate, they mitigated our point of interest. Now if you look at this break or structure according to 2 hours, this break or structure is still impulsive, right? It's still impulsive. So if it's still impulsive like this, I don't want to be inside of GBP USD, Euro USD already, but you will see, man. We will see when we get to them. Break of structure. Now this is a break of structure because according to price, guys, remember, we don't need to force these trades, because according to structure, price is still giving us lower lows, lower high, right? If you look at this, they collected the liquidity. Even if I say we changed character, man, according to 2 hours, yes we did, but it's not that impulsive, because look at those candlesticks, right? Look at the candlesticks that did shift. But let's check 1 hour, man. 1 hour, yes, we did shift, but let's check 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes, that's where it indicated a proper break or structure. So you can see the break or structure was impulsive, and those who are in private community, they know that you need to pull your Fibonacci and look at 50% to 61.8, then you can look for your POI around there, which was this. I think we did have this, because okay, you can see now, if you look at the structure, this was our demand, and if you look here, we had a liquidity protecting our demand. And for you to see if it's a proper liquidity, you can go to 5 minutes or 15. You can see this first pullback that was pulling above your POI. It was our inducement. So they came, collected that inducement, and the good thing is we see a change of character now again, which is a sub one. So which is a sub internal change of character, because if you look at price, we had a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We're supposed to get a lower high and a lower low. Instead, price changed character, so you're looking for lower, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, according to price, right? By the time they give us those inducements on 5 minutes, I can even expect them to come to 50. Yeah, I can even expect them to come to 50. Okay, something like this. Just a second, there's no need for me to go to lower time frame, because I can see that the first pullback above my POI is this one, so you can even use it as an inducement. What matters is confirmations when they do this thing, because I know once they tap in here and start buying, I should be selling gold and GBP USD and Euro USD. So once they confirm here, guys, our next stop is here. So this is 1:6, but remember this is only for correlations, right? It's only for correlations, but so they can even come fill this gap or that point of interest around that gap, and you get something like this, right? Bro, okay, let's I thought it's also but it's a private group, so not, once they know this, they know what's up, man. They already know what's up, bro. So yeah, DXY still, I'm looking for it for them to drop today, then before weekend. So you can see that I'm more likely to even forming a head and shoulder, because you can see the left shoulder, the head, right shoulder. You know, they can break the neck, come back to the neck, something like that, right? But we wanna see this before anything else, right? So let me check USDJPY, bro. USDJPY, I'm looking for sales because ain't nothing to change here, bro, unless otherwise, right? Unless otherwise, because once we break above there, man, that means we will be bullish, because the DXY will be bullish. But looking for a drop on DXY on that level. Looking for a drop on that level for DXY. So since DXY my buy-in, so DXY can even, I mean, the Euro USD can drop, so the USD JPY can drop there before they sell, right? Because why? The DXY is buying, and now when the DXY is buying, if I go to, okay, let me go 15 minutes, then you see. If I go to 15 minutes, you can see that these guys are bullish, right? So they can even come back to this breaker block here, right? They can even come back to this breaker block, or they can even come back here before they can even push inside here, because the dollar index is buying, right? So they can even push to this. I mean, it will depend though, because I can even assume, let's say, let's assume that right now they have shifted here, right? Now when I pull my Fibonacci where the movement started to here, 50% and 61.8 is around here, man, right? So it can just be them coming to this, you know, just to induce retail traders to buy, because they know that later they will come back to them with those sales, then later continue with the buys if they want to continue with the buys. But either way, you get the memo, right? You get the memo. So this one, I won't change anything this unless otherwise, but beside that, I'm gonna leave it like this. Yeah, man. So if they wanna buy, man, they will simply just be collecting this trend line liquidity. That's why I say even when they get into that supply, you just wait for a correction, right? And a confirmation. Because if you don't wait for those confirmations, you might be in trouble, right? You might be in trouble. So when you get in touch with it, use it for educational purpose only. Wait for confirmation first. If not, price will generate a breaker block which will be later used for buys. So confirmations, they are very essential, bro. Like I said, if you're not part of the VIP group, we only have 4 subscribers here because this is a private mentorship. We're gonna have another private mentorship, I think May. I think maybe June. I don't know. Maybe because June I'll be locked in. June, July, August I'll be locked in. September I'll be back, and I think I'll be trading live now with my proper setup. You know. So yeah, man. Euro USD. Euro USD. We shared setups yesterday, even when we were live there. Remember the DXY issue? The DXY. If you check the DXY should be pushing up, right? And if the DXY should be pushing up, this guys should be pushing down, right? Unless the DXY fail to break and close above there. So even on Euro USD, we'll be looking for sales. But before we can sell, let me show you something. Before we can sell, this setup was here on the VIP. So let me not mess it up. Let me not mess it up. So if you check the price right now, it's moving into this demand. We've been looking at this demand since yesterday. I haven't changed anything. I'm not gonna change anything, right? So I'm still waiting for them to come confirm, give us those buys. Remember, I'm not saying the buys are the main event of this, because here price is more likely to give us those shift, because like I was saying, price the DXY is pushing down, is pushing up, so mostly these guys will be pushing up, down. And you can see that they have changed character. So You need to go and sweep that liquidity first at the top before. Yeah, man. Let me put this here so that we don't. So nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So they get here, give us that. Right. This is 1:6. So we can even target 1:5. Right, because mostly I swing. We have GBP USD. GBP USD can see our first buys were swept, right? But here we can even buy GBP USD because I think our first $5 is been taken out, so we can risk our second $5. This time we target this, but like I was saying, I don't risk little, but this is to show you that even the buys that we took yesterday, there's no need for us to like go out, you know. So before these guys are going to sell, because they have confirmed those sales right on the weekly. Now when you go to 4 hours, they need to tap into a supply first before they give us those proper sell. So I'm going to update the team now to buy here. Even myself I'll buy. Okay. So like I was saying, I'm going to buy two. I think I took a loss on gold if I'm not mistaken, but I won't take a serious loss because I still have a buy on USDT. That's like a 200 and okay. So that's loss. I ain't serious, right? So because you can see, man. We go buy GBP USD, right? GBP USD. Okay. Euro USD. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about time. You can buy. I'm already on 234 rands negative. So I'm risking 5%, like 0.5% of my account, which is 500 rands. So I'm still playing around with that 500 rands from the profits, of course. We've been busy, man. Last week, if you've been part of our sessions, free sessions, you know what we're talking about, right? USD JPY. Okay, I think I have my major pairs here. So GBP USD, can see, man, it's cooking for us. So I'm gonna go like 0.3 on it. I mean 0.03. If you look here, okay, yes, man, like right now I'm just waiting for gold to give me a proper move. Still playing around, but let's go to our chats and you will see. Let's go to proper chats so you can see. This was just to update you on, you see, pushed. So because I gave this in the morning, I was looking at the weekly. Then I was like, okay, weekly, they've been failing to take out this level here, according to the weekly. And we have also this one that they have failed. If they break and lose above this, I'm looking for this to be my next stop, which is, we can just simply say 5,000, dog. I'm looking for them to push to 5,018 cents, right? So going to week to daily, going to daily, because remember, once the dollar index will be selling, this will be buying, and when the dollar index will be buying, they'll be selling there. So it's just a matter of combining this, and you're okay, man. Now if you look at this, we have a supply here, or should I say a breaker block there. I can put it there, but so you can see right now they are failing. The first candlestick failed to break and close up, right? We, according to 4 hours, it's a sweep, right? According to 4 hours, it's a sweep. But if they don't break and close above here, that wasn't a sweep. So when we check 2 hours, you can see that according to 2 hours, we are still bullish. If you go to 1 hour, we had a demand here. So if you look at this demand now, according to this demand, its current high is this one, right? Is this one around 4,808, and around the, we will be looking for, let's go to, we'll be looking for the next BOS, because if you pay close attention to gold, has been breaking structure up. It's been breaking structure up. So you can even go to 40 minutes. I gave the signal here, I think it was 8 o'clock or something. We will check, right? We will check. So because our our SL is here, the were TPC, there's like 1:3. But if you go to 4 hours, my target is this one. But gold, man, gold has changed character, so you better pay close attention to until they break and close above here. Don't go aggressively, please. Don't go aggressively, because if you go aggressively, they can still fail to break and close above and do something like this. After all, this is gold, but let's wait for something like this, because before we can go full margin or maybe crazy on it. Right now I'm willing to risk 500 rands on it, nothing more, nothing less, bro, because according to 45 minutes, they have already closed above this first one, but now I just need a shift here. Once they close above here, they will now give me more leverage that, you know what, now we are going to raid that change of character, right? So now we can leave it like this. What's this? How much is that's 1:7? So let's take 1:5 first before we can target those ones. So I think even gold, even if they give me 100 rands profits, I will keep on adding trades. No, we are not going to look before the break and close. Those who've been saying gold is a guy, gold has taken us out. Gold hasn't taken us out, right? It isn't. When prices take you out, this after it take your SL, bro. Okay, so this shit 4 hours. So according to 4 hours, man, if I want to sell, I'll be looking for those sales around that key zone there. Of course. Yeah. Only after they gave me those confirmations, right? That's when I can jump into that trade. But in the meantime, nah, bro, I will definitely wait on daily for my next trades. So, no trade there. DXY, like I was saying, we are looking for it to push up. You can see, man, they have changed the character. That's a good move. That's a good move. USDT, I think. Yes, we got our buys there yesterday, but the first ones were down below there. So you can talk about that one. We are not yet on the London session, bro. All right. So now, according to this, now we are done with the technicals, right? We are done with the technicals. The technicals are showing us that even gold is bearish, but we are looking for a retracement within that bearish movement, right? We are looking for a retracement within that bearish movement. Even gold here, I can enter my last trade here, right? Before we continue, remember, I don't want to risk too much. Oh, okay. So it turned out that the first buys, man, they are like negative for 500 rands. So let's just wait, man. Let's just wait, because there's no need for us to panic. Actually, I was supposed to go with the 500 rands risk, but because I've been busy, nothing I cannot say. No, I cannot cry over spilled milk. What I can just do is relax and give gold time to retrace, because either way, they're gonna nothing has changed. Only what I was supposed to risk, right? Only what I was supposed to risk. So I'll go in anyway, right? And then we'll check them later on. I'll keep you updated, guys. I'll keep you updated, but this will be my weekly breakdown on this currency pairs, right? So while we are there guys, so if you look at today, man, so Tuesday, so if you look at the market, man, today, USDT, I mean, you I'm looking for a growth. First, it will drop, but the overall, if you look at the overall, man, like, it's more likely to gain strength, bro. It's more likely to gain strength. If you check here, man, green numbers, that means better than forecast for currency or previous reverse bet, and red worse than forecast for the currency or previous reverse. So like I was saying, now if you look at right now, the impact is red. If you look at the impact is red, and that means worse forecast for the currency or previous reverse. But we will see how the news will be released. When the news will be released, what will be cooking. Yeah, we'll be paying close attention to Wednesday. This week is gonna be a very busy week, man. It's gonna be a very busy week. So you see why I said we should not panic when we are inside trades. You just leave trades run, let them run. And here it's not me being recklessly, it's me being, because I'm buying. If I was reckless, it will be me selling around there, you know. It will be me selling around there. I know most of the people are gonna sell because prices tapped inside this gap and stuff like that, but we have a supply here, bro. And what I know about gold, let me show you our TP. And what I know about gold is something else, bro. USDT has already done this move. I'm waiting for gold to do it. USDT has already done it, and we made money with it. So if I target this, I'll be targeting like 1.7k. If I target this, I'll be taking like 720 something. What time is this, guys? 12:25. Like I said, guys, we weren't supposed to risk that much before the New York session, but what can I say? Let's give the mic. Now we just leave it to the market, bro. We just leave it to the market. If they're gonna buy USDJPY, it's more likely gonna sell. Last time we bought there, yes, man, they took us out last time. Really, really bad, man. So I'm waiting for sales around here. So that's where we're gonna sell and target our TP. Oh, it's like 1.7, can go to 4 hours. I don't wanna risk much when they come here, and I hope when they get into play, I'll be floating in this or already taken trades, right? Someone is saying I'm trading a demo. Okay. Okay. So if you look here, 200 rands, what are you okay risking? Okay, if I have a 1.5 account, I know I have 3 chances, right? Because why, I'm a swing trader, right? So I don't just trade recklessly. So I don't even blame my brother when he say I'm trading demo, because because most of us swing traders, man, we don't risk too much to make more. So it can even take a rookie it can even take a rookie if it can take them too long for them to understand that, because either way, I'm not here to promote anything. YouTube is not even paying me, and I'm not even asking you to do anything, bro. I'm reading his chats. I'm reading chats, guys. Remember, we are also live on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook, guys. So if you're not part of it, My name is Milano Trades. It's Milano Trades. But on Facebook it's Milano Capital Trades. Make sure you do search me. I also have a TikTok. I have a TikTok account. You can do follow me on TikTok. It's also Milano Capital Trades. Who knows, man? Maybe we might reach a town and start doing this live trading together. So that guys, so that we can trade this live. So if I lose 1k, that means I'll be left with one chance. Right now, two of my chances are at stake. Are your signal accurate? Yes, they are accurate, but you won't know that if you don't execute them. Bro, ain't no way you can run away from your losses, bro. Trust me on that one. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way you can run away from your your losses. Losses are part of the game. Um, I'm not afraid to even lose live trading with you guys. But unfortunately, when you get in touch with this video on YouTube, or we will be in these trades already, money will be made, or the account will blow. We don't know, man. But like I said, we are live on YouTube, on Facebook. You want testimonies? You could have said that. You could have said that. Now you started attacking me, out of the blue. You started attacking me, bro. I don't know why, but like I said, man, I don't believe. I used to be where you are. I'm not saying I'm rich right now. I'm not saying I'm rich, cause but what I'm saying is the videos are educational, are for educational purpose. So now, if I run away right now, that won't be trading, bro. Of course, I will collect 50%, but if I collect 55% of my account, it should be at least 500 rands. That's when I can start collecting some, which will be the first trades I took. You sound like you smoking, yeah. Right now, I just lit a ciggy 2 seconds ago. Why not, man? Why not? I've been 54 minutes busy with you. Can I buy? We already gave the signal. Where have you been? I said we live on Facebook, not on TikTok. We can't go live on TikTok because we like 750. But if you give me 1,000, yeah, then I might start going live on TikTok. But like I said, June, July, August, I'll be locked in. September, when we come back, I might not even provide. private mentorship by then. Because even me personally, I'm still learning. Bruh, come on. You want me to close at two clipper? Bro, I was negative 7. Actually, I was negative 800 rands. Why should I close at 200 rands? That shows I can go positive 800, bro. You don't, do I provide account management? Nah, bro, I don't. Because the reason why I don't provide account management is because of psychology. Truly speaking, trading someone else's account, man, it's another thing. But we do have a free trial group, man. It's just for a week, but I advise you to trade them with the real account. You just check them. If you can target $10 to $20 per day, you can afford the VIP group. So waiting for major confirmation. I think 5 minutes. If they closed with the green candlestick, that's when we can even start giving a buy signal on the free group. Right. Okay, so it's confirmed. So we're gonna share with the firm, man. So this is the free group I was talking about. If maybe you just keep 100% of your profits, you don't share anything with anybody. You get it? You see, that's what I was talking about. So now we are going to, because like I was saying, we risked what we were not supposed to risk, right? So we're gonna do this, close some trades, then we're gonna leave this one because we also have the one on GBP USD. So we're up 2K. Nice. Okay, they have confirmed the another one here where we entered with the free group. So now you just leave them